Oh, look at this. Wow. Let's get those blinds open. Get that sunlight in here. Oh, yes, blinding sunlight. Ah, isn't it nice? Woo, what's going on, everybody? The daytime stream is super late today. You know, technically we're supposed to start at 3. We're starting at 5. So, I mean, we're actually supposed to be ending about right now. I was just really distracted today. I had a lot of stuff going on. And so we're starting late. We'll probably run for like an hour and 40 minutes is what I'm thinking. Real short daytime stream. Because that's going to eat into my free time that I'm supposed to have to eat dinner and to relax. But yeah, I was just too busy today. Anyways, we got some cool stuff going on, including I'm hoping we can finish the Evolving Skies Battle Booster, which is really nice. We got Fates Collide on the menu. We have a whole menu of Weiss cards, which I've been thinking about that. Maybe we've got too much Weiss because, you know, it might be better when everyone concentrates on a single Weiss set. But yeah, I don't know about that. That's something to talk about later. We have these gorgeous Cardconomist returns. That's from Mr. John. Now, John hasn't actually posted this pile. He's probably posting the other pile, I assume. It's about time, says Kevin. I'm sorry, Kevin. Here's this card my wife picked out, the little blushing Misty card. Turns out she's pretty rare. There's one for sale. I think it's like $2,000 or something like that. Very expensive. We got ours for cheaper than that. But yeah, it's a nice little card, and I can't remember what the pop on that was. It's like really low. It's like pop 30 or something like that. Speaking of low pop, I have changed my mind. This Gengar will go up for sale. He'll be slightly more expensive. I'm not going to bother trying to get a perfect grade on him. It just doesn't seem worth my time. So instead of bothering with the perfect grade, I'm just going to go from 3.4 to 3.5. So that'll satisfy my hunger lust for getting a good trade on a card. And he's pretty good. Pop 39. Last time we checked, there was only one of these for sale on eBay for $3,300. I bought it, and I'm offering this one for $3,500 if you're interested. So it's a little more expensive than the one I bought, but it's still pretty cool, and nobody wants it. I think that this would be a great card to put into like a large or something like that in the future. But it's basically like me trading because I do like that red Gengar. Mr. Do you miss me? I miss you, Mr. Paolo. Paolo? How do I say your name? Ooh, so what are these? These are the cream of the crop. John finished a round of grading. These are from like June, I think. And I just picked through them and got some of the best ones out. And look at that red logo. It's so cool. Don't you like the red logo? What's up, Kyle Sexton? Let's see what we got. Wow, wow, wee wow. So this Rayquaza, of course, it was too thin on the right. Nothing else wrong with it. Evan Staker. And you can scan this here to see when he pulled the card. That's something unique we do with Cardconomist grading. Because I'm the only one that's handled the card, I can guarantee the card from this video is the card in the slab. So that's pretty damn cool. We have these really fascinating cards. Look at that. Do you notice something weird with the corner of the card? It's square. That is a square cut card. Ampharos and Pinsir, they both got 9s. See, pretty neat, right? Square on that whole side. These are really fascinating. I think you should be careful not to sell them too cheap. For Christian Green and Christian... Oh, they're both Christian Green. It says right here, square cut. Square cut error. Pretty neat. Look at that. They're just regular common cards. And they're going to get Christian Green maybe a couple bucks because, you know, they're pretty hard to find, I bet. Radiant Charizard 10. I picked him out just because he looks good. He looks real good. Look at that. Very pretty. We have Jawa. Mint 9 Jawa, very nice. Here's Millennium Falcon 10. Sorry, 7. Why did I say 10? Beautiful. Actually, I was thinking about something. This Apple Cider card, which was next. Why is this card so freaking funny, dude? It's the expression. All right, Luminion 10. What a beautiful Luminion card. Here's a Sandshrew 10. And then also this Metal Charizard card. Now, I just made a video of this return on TikTok, but I thought I'd show it off on YouTube as well. Yeah, this card had a little issue here, a little issue here. And then on the back, I found that it was a bit off center between the left and the right. So unfortunately, he goes from a 9 to an 8. Just a little too much going wrong with them. Very presentable, though. Really beautiful. We still grade these metal cards. PSA won't do it. PSA will not grade these. I presume it's because they're afraid that the card is going to take damage during the encapsulation. They're probably right. So far, we haven't had any like big problems. But just so you know, if you allow me to encapsulate this, your card might take damage, right? So I'm afraid that's the way it is. That's just the way it is. I don't know if they ever will grade them again, unless they find a new way to make a permanent slab. I'm not sure. Maybe they can, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they'll ever go back to encapsulating those. It's just one card in a giant ocean of cards, so PSA might be like, meh, I don't care. All right, that was the TCCG return. Very cool. Set this over here now. So as I was saying at the very start of the stream, we are starting very late today. I was busy, so we are starting at pretty much 2 hours late. And so this stream will go for about an hour. Be a short stream. Look at that Misty card. Let's find out what the pop on this Misty card is. Give me a second. I am not big on collecting girl cards. My wife picked this card out. She said, ooh, let's get that Misty card. She has a sharper eye than I do because this might actually be a good card to hold. How much is that, Misty? Well, hold on. I'm looking up the population for it. Here it is. Let's see. This is called Misty and Pikachu, and it's number 23. Well, let's click on this. I have Cardos vending. Boy, PSA's website's slow right now. Is it PSA's website or is it me? Dude, their website's really slow right now. Error? We got an error. Let's try this again. Misty Cardos. What the fuck? Oh, hold on. We typed in the wrong spot. Here it is. Misty Cardos. We got an error from the PSA website. It was like, error. You guys make it better, though. Somebody look it up. What's the pop on this? Oh, here we go. Is this working now? Can I click on this? I was going to say, PSA's website is not working for me. Dude, I don't think it's working. It's not working. All right. I'm going to stop it. I'm just going to stop it. Their website's not working for me. Maybe this listing on eBay will mention it because it says low pop. What does it say for the population? Does it say anything? No. No, it just says low pop. What if we type in Misty 23? Will it work then? I can't get it working. Oh, here it is. Misty Pikachu. Can I click on this? Will it load if I click on it? Ah, yeah, I can't do it, guys. I'm so sorry. I wanted to look up her population, but the website's broken. Website isn't working for me. Adam Potter. Pop 36. Got it. Thanks, guys. So it's working. All right. So we'll write 36 over here. Pop 36. Actually, you know what I like to do when we got this eBay, whatever you call it? What I like to do, and maybe this is overkill, right? Maybe it is. Is it overkill? You are like Papa, says Gil. I think it's overkill, but we like to do this. Here's a bigger sleeve for like BGS cards, and we put it around the eBay sleeve. So it's like double sleeved, 36. Now, the price we got it for. I got to look up what I paid for this. You ready? It's so expensive, guys. Who's got money like this for just buying random Pokemon card shit? You know what I mean? Me, I've got money for this. I work all day for Pokemoney, and then I spend it on, what do you think? Pokemon. So we got this for $800. And we bought it in September. So that's going to be 9.22. 9.22. There's all the facts. Never double condom. Do you double mask? So there's all the details. A Pop 36 Misty, a 9.22 for $800. Pretty interesting. Christian says, I didn't see a cross-grade option. Would you be able to direct it to me? It's just the same as grading. So if it costs $15 to grade, just be like, grade my Dragonite or something like that. We'll retrieve the Dragonite. Oh, you were the last eBay sale? Ha ha ha. Yep, that was me. We picked up, yeah, my wife just said she wanted it. I was like, all right, here you go. Pretty neat, huh? Mistress, the Yeah, I had to double park. Now, there's just one left on eBay right now. Let me show you it. It's kind of crazy because it's got 45 watchers for 2,000. So that one hasn't sold though. But let's say somebody got itchy fingers and they're like, oh, I'm never going to get another chance for this Misty. And they just went crazy and bought it. Well, then that will give us a sold history of 2,000, which will make a better argument that the card is worth more than 800, right? So that's kind of how it works. Or one might go into auction and you can just go after the auction. But yeah, it's interesting. This card's so rare. There's only 36 of them. It's so rare that it doesn't take very much to remove all of them from the market. You know what I mean? Like this one's off the market now, and it would not take very long to get the rest of them off the market and keep them off the market, except for at higher and higher prices. Someone would just send an offer for lower than 2K. Sure, I don't know. I don't know what it'll sell for. But speaking of which, this is another really beautiful card from the Cardos era, I guess, or Japanese Cardos. And damn, he is sexy. That is Prism Gengar. What's impressive about this card, if you look at the Misty card, so this card is not even holographic. You guys know it's easier to get a 10 on a non-holo card for all kinds of reasons. Like actual cardboard like this, when you put your finger on it, it doesn't leave much of a fingerprint. But when you have holographic, this is glossy. The moment you touch it with your finger, you leave a fingerprint. And anything will scratch a holo foil. So it's just harder to get 10s on holo foils. The fact that this graded 10 from 1996 and it was a kid's card, so impressive. So yeah, it's a beautiful card. The best thing about this card is this right here. Look at that. That's the Gengar the Gengar sprite for the video game. Isn't that cool? So it's actually on the card. So if you, if you fancy Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue, or in their case, it would be Red and Green, this is definitely a special card to collect. Now, there's a Charizard from that era too. And do I have him? I don't know if I have him. Do I have him? I think I do. Yeah, but that Charizard's crazy expensive. Unbelievably expensive. Yeah, here we are. So I have one that's graded 9.5 with Beckett. I'm hoping to regrade this into a 10 with PSA. Says surface 9.5. That's no good. But yeah, here it is. And it's kind of the same deal. There's that old Charizard sprite. Yeah, the perfect 10 of this Charizard is listed for like 2.5 million. I don't know about that. That's too high for me. Anyways, so this is for sale, though. Pretty rarely do we have something so fancy for sale. Usually for guys who have deep pockets. Oops. It's nice having something so expensive for sale. All right, let's try opening some cards for you guys. We've got Alex Silva. 2 Attack on Titan Volume 1, 2 Attack on Titan Volume 2. You got it, man. Okay, 1, 2, and 1, 2. This is for Alex Silva. What do we got? Mr. More rent a girl's when? More rent a girlfriend's. Oh, I have that right now. I just haven't added it to the menu, I'm afraid. Here we are. Got another holo. Back to work. Have a nice day, Mr. Shiny Sand Slash. A different holo. Do you know what's going on with shipping on Sneasel slabs? I want to make sure they're not lost. Can you contact John about that in Discord? Do you know how to contact John? His name's John S. Pokestop or something like that. And he is in charge of the shipping. I'm not sure. Are you just wondering where they're at? Like, did you have them shipped very recently? Here we are. That's for Alex Silva. Alex. So, how do I go about buying a slab? How's it going, G and Persians? Parmesan, not Persian. Parmesan. Well, we have a PayPal link and crypto links in the description, and you just use those to make a payment on what you want. And then you can just see the prices up here on the table. For example, this Gengar is $35. No, he's $3,500. Let's get all the most expensive fancy slabs to the front real fast. So I think in this pile, the wick is the most expensive in this pile. Expensive cards to the front. Okay, in this pile we have Perfect Pikachu. I think that perfect cards are the way to go with modern, because there's so much modern these days that getting a pristine or a perfect grade is really going to help out with the argument that your particular version of the card is rare. So I feel like that's kind of the future for the modern cards. There we go. So in the last pile, we have a 9.5 base set Hitmonchan. Of course, when it comes to vintage, 9.5s are still decent in my opinion because, well, none of the vintage cards really grade pristine. They all kind of grade 9.5 if they're good. Not really, since you can't see the numbers. You mean like this? 500, 240, 3.5, 140? Maybe I should get bigger stickers. All right. Who's next? Austin Welch. 3 Sneaker Bunko. Heck yeah, dude. Here they are. Sneaker Bunko has very lewd cards in it. I think you could argue the lewdest cards I've seen. There's less than 100 pristine and perfect vintage cards in existence. Yeah, so I think when it comes to vintage cards, you're just going to have to accept that they're graded 9.5 by CGC. And PSA 10s, even though it says 10, it's basically, the concept is that is also going to regrade into 9.5. So it's important to understand those kind of concepts. Companies are nicer to the vintage stuff. How many packs are in that box? Sneaker Bunko, 16. If you'd like a whole box. It's very popular. Very popular for those boobies. Very boobies. Hollow. All right. Whew. I don't know why this set would be so popular. Just anime people. 9.5 is a 9. Yeah, sometimes it would regrade into a 9 with PSA. Very important. Nice. Look at that. Picking up a full art. Very good. Okay. Okay. We got this little girl with her glasses. There we go. And we've got, ooh, a full art. But that's not lewd. You gotta get a full art lewd card. That's where the money's at. I swear to God, these gotta be worth money. These common cards that are just like super sexy. I don't care how much it's gonna end up being, but it's probably gonna be like minimum $5. Minimum. And then you still got the hollow and a chance for full art, chance for a signature, you know what I mean? That's very fascinating. Could just put GoldenEye on the Switch already. I'm a little in awe still that GoldenEye is going to be on the Switch. The game hasn't even come yet. All right, that's for Austin Welch. Thanks, Austin. Thanks for ordering on this beautiful Thursday. Getting close to the weekend, guys. You guys excited for that? Hey, yo, says Gil. I hope limited run games makes it. There we go. Okay, we have Zachary Mahaney. 1 Pokey Bruh. You got it, Zachary Mahaney. 1 Pokey Bruh. What's up, Team Rocket Grunt? Pulling out a holographic Aerodactyl. 1 live. Okay. That's Luso. What's up, Alex Silva? Box of Brothers of Legend. No, we don't have a whole box, unfortunately. Here we are. This is what we have remaining of Brothers of Legend, and then we are sold out of it, I believe. And for me, Shiny Sandslash, 1 spot, the Battle Booster with 1 Lost Origin, 25 toward my SLAB-AWAY. What are you talking about with this order, dude? This order is all over the place. So Zachary Mahaney, give me a second here, Zachary. Let's see. Let me try working on the other stuff real fast. First of all, let me remove Brothers of Legend from the menu. Those gotta go. So, Brothers of Legend. Okay, the Yu-Gi-Oh menu is updated. It's pretty small. And for me, Shiny Sandslash. Ah, you're saying that you are Shiny Sandslash. That's what he's saying, I think. Hey, mister, thanks for grading my chommies out. Mister, I sent the rest of the money for the Brothers of Legend. Just put me on for store credit. Sorry. I'm at work, says Tabzac. Ah, now I'm really confused, Tabzac. So, hold on. Here's the Battle Booster Box. All right, so we'll put you in here. This is going to say Zachary Mahaney. That's 15 bucks. Let me get out a calculator for you, okay? So that's 40 and 15. 40 plus 15. So you have $55. Then he says 25 toward my SLAB-AWAY. Okay, $25 toward my SLAB-AWAY. We're going to Zachary Mahaney. Zachary Mahaney. It looks like you've got $26 remaining, which means you're $1 short. So I'm going to charge you 26 and get it done, okay? Zachary Mahaney, $26. All right, so on the calculator, I'm adding plus 26, which leaves you at 81. Okay, I see what's going on here. He ordered a whole box of Brothers of Legend, but he didn't pay for it. That's funny. So, but let's go get your Charmeleon. But that's why whenever you guys place an order, I always check to make sure everything seems right. Zachary Mahaney. You know what? I don't see it here, but I bet it's in the stack next to the chair, isn't it? The fresh stack that needs to be sorted through. Zach clarified. I missed it. What did he clarify? Here he is. Beautiful card, dude. That's great. Does that Gengar say 35,000? No, it says 3,500. 3,500. Okay, that's done. One spot for Shiny Sandslash, and I bought him a pack of Lost Origin. And since you don't have a case of Yu-Gi-Oh, I'll use it as store credit. Okay, so this is not for Zachary. Spot number 11 is Shiny Sandslash. And you bought him a pack of Lost Origin, but you only had $4 left. So now you are negative $1. Here we are. Inke and Barbacle. All right. Does he want those two hollows? Let me know. I can get them to him if he wants them. Let's grab Zachary Mahaney's bag and get this beautiful Aerodactyl in here. Now, Zachary, with all that being done, you're minus $1, and you didn't actually send any money for the Yu-Gi-Oh! But we don't actually have a full box of it anyways. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there were only 15 packs left, and then we're totally sold out, right? I'm not crazy, right? Yeah, that looks about right. All right, cool. I think we're going to do a price update on the menu for a card that is not selling very fast, and that is the UFC Hobby Box Booster. We're going to drop that booster down in price. What the heck? We're going to drop the Hobby Box booster down to $85 per booster. All right, so we've dropped that one substantially to finish selling off the Hobby Box. Okay, we're ready to move on. Let's see who's next. Nicholas Lemones. Let's do 5 Atrial Radiance. Astral Radiance. Let's find that Astral Radiance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He sent the money for the Yu-Gi-Oh! As a second order. Wants it as store credit now since we don't have a full box. Mister, he sent a second order that had the Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, I'm just joking about the donating though, but still, hee. All right, and 5 Lost Origin for Nicholas Lemone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nicholas Lemone. Here we are. How's it going, everyone? Happy daytime stream. I hope you guys are having a nice day. It's Thursday, which means it's almost your day off. About how many UFC boosters are left? God, I don't even know. Not a lot. One, two of them, and then I got a freshly sealed box of it as well. So there's 2 left in a freshly sealed box. I could pop that new box open if I wanted. There we go. All right, here it is. Got Astral Radiance. Mr. Turn It Up with the music. We're playing Pokemon Diamond Pearl OST. Here's Starmie. Lovely. Boy, I love that sunlight. Too bad it's like almost too bright. There we are. Bisharp. He's so sharp. Sweet Honey. Sweet Mama Juju Jugs. Spectrier. Arcanine. Meditite. Lady and Magnazone. I'm definitely picking Oddjob, I mean Jaws, on online play. Wow, how can you guys be so excited for such an old video game? I mean, I get it, it's nostalgia and all that, but I mean, it's sad that we don't have better games to play other than oldies right now. It just shows you that the gaming, I would say gaming corporations are not putting out good enough quality content to compete with even games from like 100 years ago. It's kind of sad. You know what I mean? I know there's been time periods where it's like here's another example, like Destiny, for example. You got Destiny 2, and what did they put out most recently? The Oryx raid from Destiny 1. So you're just expected to enjoy the Destiny 1 raid. So here's Nintendo pumping out GoldenEye again, and Destiny putting out the Destiny raid again, and all these companies doing remakes. Why don't we get some good, brand new freaking games? God, dude. Elden Ring was amazing. That's because FromSoft is the GOAT. FromSoft actually out there doing their job, making us high-quality content. Although, you have to admit, quite a bit of it is recycled from everything that they've learned from their older games. Just like what Monster Hunter does. Monster Hunter recycles a lot of its content from its previous titles. But that's okay. I really enjoyed Elden Ring. And if I was still working the TheCardconomist channel, that's what we would be playing every single day, would be Elden Ring. Big fan of, big fan of FromSoft. Their entire like culture and feel of the game is so cool. All right, we've got Zachary Mahaney, rest of the payment for Yu-Gi-Oh! All right, so if it's $96 for 24 packs, what is that? I forgot my own price. Just do a quick calculation. $4 per pack, that's what I thought. Okay, so it's $4 per pack, and we have 15 of them. So it's 96 minus 60, which is 36. So you got 36 left over. Zachary Mahaney. Use that store credit now. Yes, you got... Oh, the whole thing? You want the whole thing as store credit. That's fine. I'm confused. Pokemon! All right, so you've got one store credit card of $96, and we've got Yu-Gi-Oh! Brothers of Legend. I guess I'll return them to the menu if you're not going to open the remaining ones. Give me a moment. I'll be honest, I didn't see a big hit come out of them, so the remaining box might still be hot. You know what I mean? Like, people might have already swept some of the bad ones out. When we were opening them, there wasn't like some big hit like, whoa! That did not happen. Could just be a cold box, too. That's possible. Pirates Enjoyer says, Express Grade Tyranitar sub-list spot. Okay, you got it. Pirates Enjoyer. What's up, man? Welcome back. Pirates Enjoyer. Damn it. Trying to make your mind up. Graveler, cool, man. All right, where's this Tyranitar? Wow. So, wow, man. You got some cards in here. Ooh. Oh, baby. Heck yeah, man. Yeah, I opened 4 boxes from you and nothing. They're all from they were all from a freshly sealed case. Do you feel like I should replenish them? What do you feel about me replenishing them? Like, are they worth it compared to other Yu-Gi-Oh sets? If you guys are big Yu-Gi-Oh lovers, you got to help direct me into knowing what's like the best set to have on the menu. You know what I mean? Oh, what a nice bag. Yeah, that was pretty good. Pirates Enjoyer. 9.15 Express. Maybe other sets are older ones. Power of Elements. Power of Elements. Oh, oops. Power of Elements. I ought to play a Pokemon community-made game, Nuzlocke or something like that. Something that's more challenging than the base games. Here we are. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Power of Elements. I got some things to do. Says obtain some new manufactured cards, Animal Crossing cards, replenish Starbirth. Oh, did I not do that? Make a video where I cross-grade some PSA cards, fix the bot in the other Discord, and purchase Yu-Gi-Oh! Power of Elements. That's my to-do list. So he also wants its spot in the sub-list. You got it, man. Why am I guess? I got Kaufman. Pirates Enjoyer. All right, wonderful. How wonderful. Team Rocket Grunt. Put me in, coach. 1 Battle Boosty, 1 Eevee Heroes. Give me a moment here. Oh. Man, I really needed to cough there so badly. I'm glad I muted the mic. All right. I almost coughed without muting the mic. I was like, what? It did not mute it. TRG. We're getting close. We're getting very close. Damn, 10-minute order, says Team Rocket Grunt. Yeah, basically no wait time. I don't know what it is, but orders have slowed down substantially this whole week. Terrible. Feels like there's very little demand this whole week. Couldn't tell you why. If they put Mii's and 8P mode in both Switch, Mr. Change your mind on sending the Gengar back off? I decided to just raise the price a little bit and just be happy. So that's what I did. So he's for sale again. He's a little more expensive. We raised him from 3.4 to 3.5. People don't get paid till next week, says Team Rocket Grunt. I just want Battle Brothers for eyes. We're all broke, mister. You muted because you said a slur. I said, damn these whiteys. All right, Team Rocket Grunt. Oh, did I say that out loud? Don't cancel me, YouTube. Freaking whiteys. I can say that because I'm part Filipino. I don't know what I'm saying. All right, let's grab a bag. I have a Filipino grandma. That makes me ethnic. Deal with it. There we go. I'm white. I'm allowed to say crackers. It's the inflation, mister. We getting you a new bag, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt? Yeah, it very well could be, couldn't it? You know, I do feel like when the stock market is down, card sales go down, almost as if it affects people's feelings about it just in general collecting. Where did that Red Eyes on the table go? The Red Eyes, he's still here. So we have a Red Eyes and... What's up, Jeff? I have no clue. I haven't gotten them out yet. I feel like I'm having a problem with the Weiss sets where we're just opening fresh case. Well, what's happening is people are searching the case and then quitting the case once enough of the hits have been pulled. So I think we're going to cancel doing that. We're going to change the Weiss sets so that we don't open new sets until the old sets have completed. And so that's how the pricing will go. Also, the pricing at the very beginning of a case might be severely high, whereas the pricing at the end of a case might significantly reduce, so that you know that you're not, it's like a searched box that you're buying into, but you know that and you're just collecting like the full arts. So I think we need to change our strategy on Weiss cards because I am having trouble with that. Got a lot of nice Weiss sets. but people don't seem to consistently buy certain sets if too many hits have been pulled. So we got to adjust our strategy, I think. Man, I'm dying over here. What the hell? Jared Senovic, 2 spots in the Battle Boosty. All right, 2 Battle Boosty. That seems to be a good idea. Why not open all the boxes? Will you be lowering Mashuko? No, because... man, I got a cough developing. With that said, we have so much of it that it's just new case after new case after new case. So there's really no way of telling where the hits are. Then there's some sets where we just got one case and it's like, I'm noticing a pattern where people jump in at the beginning and then they jump out halfway through. And we don't want that. We want to discourage that. I would just open them all and mix them up. We might do another thing where we sell them by the case, which would be a really strange idea, like a case break. Weird, right? Jared Senovic. I'm feeling like they're too searchable, and that's honestly, it's not a great thing. But you know, then again, you have some sets where the cards that you can pull are so good. Like Sneaker Bunko is a great example, actually. There's so many good cards in the set that people would keep buying it. The signature was pulled out, they'd go, I still want it. You know what I mean? I've been in case breaks for Dragon Ball because of that. People search and buying single boxes is fishy. I broke now. Can I send a tip? Damn, well, I guess I won't be going in for a while. I wait for Rent-A-Girlfriend. Yeah, Rent-A-Girlfriend's here. I think what I'd like to do is try and reduce some of the other ones off of the menu, and then we add Rent-A-Girlfriend in. So, Jared, Mario Quintana says 2 Sneaker Bunkos. You got it. Sneaker Bunko's still doing all right, though, because people like the commons in this set. Crazy. Buying a case of White Schwartz can pay off. We got 1, 2. There we go. See, I think you like the comments. Maybe I do. What if I do? Oh my God. All right, and this is why people are going to keep buying Sneaker right here, I think. This card right here will do it. Let's see. Yeah. It's art. Hello. Grow up. I think Mr. likes big milk bags. All right. I think I like the comments, Mr. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Mario Quintana. What's up, Mario? Mario, you got that really... 2 of the really naughty cards in this set. Okay. Whew. Now I got your bag here. I don't want to pick it up, though. I might be screaming too much. That might be what I'm doing. We have Leo Hader. Hey, mister, hope you're having a great day. 3 EV Heroes. 2 Time Gazers. Ew. 2 Space Juggler. There we go. All right, lovely snips. I tap my banana on my best friend's head. What? Cold. Cold. Send 60 for the red eyes. Oh, cool, man. Wow, these are really cold for you. Here we go. 1 Vaporeon. And cold. Yu-Gi-Oh! Slabs flying off the table. Let's find Leo. If we could just find his bag, that would be nice. Here it is. Has the signature been pulled in Sneaker Bunko? I've not seen a signature pulled on that set yet, to be honest. I'll set this to the side. Let's get some new slabs rotated. Surfing Pikachu's real cool. I like that. Here's a card that's never been priced. Professor Research, huh? Cool. Here's Prisoner of Love. Fighter Energy, Dark Wheezing, Darkrai. Oh my god, that Darkrai's good. Here's a $29 Pikachu 10. Very nice. Let's get some prices on these. I know you guys like to see the new ones priced up. He got a Megumi signature card. Well, that was a totally different case. But now these other ones did not come out of cases, but neither did the previous round. They didn't come out of cases either. So it's just a gamble. All right, let's see what we got. So this is 266 research. This is a rather cheap card. It is about 38. It's in the next pack. Could be. You know, I don't think it matters with Sneaker Bunko because there's a lot of really lewd full arts. Really lewd full arts. Okay. Wow, there's only one Darkrai 10 listed, and he wants $2,000 for it. That's pretty crazy. I think that is too high. I'm going to be pricing mine at $700. What's the pop on this? I got to know. So currently, there's only one Darkrai for sale on eBay, and he wants like $2,000. That's too high, right? Ah, PSA pop not working. It's loading really slow. Is this going to work if I click on it? It's not going to work, is it? Oh, it worked. Okay. Good. It's like timing out before. Somebody must be using their website real heavy. It's not loading. All right, hold on. Yeah, it is not loading. What the hell? Oh, it's like broken. Hold on, guys. No results found for Darkrai? All right, it's like broken. I can't look the pop-up on it. We were having the same problem with Misty. Their website's like broken. Oh, wait, is it working now? Hold on. Oh, here it is. So he's a Pop 58 card. If I clear out the last of QQ, can we get a Rent-A-Girlfriend? Swap one out for the other. Well, I actually might have more of the quintessential as well. Rand says he's going to make me cookies. Hold on. Let me write down 58 here. Pop 58. And then I'm going to make the price $740. There we go. There we go. Let me think about it for a minute. What do you guys think the best way to go about it is? I do want to get these sold. So let's see. 7 Deadly Sins, Slime, Rent-A-Girlfriend, Jobless Reincarnation, Dragon Maid, Hololive, Quintessential, Adventure Time, Attack on Titan, Attack on Titan, Attack on Titan, Sneaker Bunko, Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls, and Fantasia Bunko. You know, it's wild. We got so many sets here. But, you know, I feel like there's a thing going on, Mr. Jeff, where they get searched by people who understand them too well. And maybe, Jeff, you understand them. So what do you think I could do to get rid of searching? I don't want it to all be searching. Obviously, a reserve list is possible. I feel like that would take too long, a reserve list. So I think that's no fun. A reserve list would be no fun. What do you guys think? Let's try to get rid of Dragon Maid. It says Wallow Chillin'. I got a whole nother case of Dragon Maid too. 700 probably fair for that, mister, to be honest. I mean, who doesn't like Mexican food? I love Mexican food, but that's because I like all food. Here's Maboob. What's up, man? 4 packs of Lost Origins. You got it, man. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reserve list would take too long as well. Case brace. I think easiest is dropping price once the case is sold. Or once the case is cold. So, okay. So a price for when it's hot and a price for when it's cold. That's interesting. Mistress, that Rayquaza VMAX Alt-Art still available? I want to slab it away. Rayquaza VMAX Alt-Art. What are you talking about? You mean the one that just got graded? Well, you'd have to contact the person who owns it. Searching is inevitable. No, you're right. You're right. Giovanni says, I love Mexicans. Here's Santa Scorch. Arriba, arriba. Stop saying how much Weiss you have. They know where the hits are because it's one hit per case. That's why I'm buying my own cases. Here's Santa Scorch. Here's Poliwhirl. And here, how much would you guys want to pay when the box has gone cold? I guess that's a good question. Like, what do you guys think it's worth when the box has gone cold? What do you think it's worth at that point? Everyone stay safe. Chicken attacks rarely result in death, but they are not zero. Oh my god. All right, cool. Love your name, by the way. Let's find your bag. These bags are really, these boxes are ever full. I sell dead packs on eBay for 3 to 5. Matthew, Mario. So kind of what you're doing is exactly what I've described to people. You know, people accuse me. They go, why would I buy from you when I can go to eBay and get the pack for $5? And I try to tell them, I try to explain. I'm like, well, because that doesn't actually have a hit in it because it's already been searched. You know what I mean? And a lot of people have to be educated on that subject. And you're not the only one. I'm sure a lot of guys are kind of doing the same thing because it's just, you know, it's the fastest way to get something expensive out of there. Not true, Mr. I say it's searched. Oh, very cool. Okay, very good, Jeff. Well, I think my point, Jeff, is not everyone is so nice. Some people, you gotta agree. There's got to be people doing it who don't give a crap. You know, they don't say that. $1.50. I don't know if people would buy a cold case after the hit is pulled, says A. Perez. Well, some people might. I think they would buy it when they like the full arts in the set. Like, here's a great example. That's a full art Adventure Time card, and I think it looks lovely, even if it doesn't have a signature. Prisoners of Love. Like, this is a very memorable scene from the show, one of the early episodes, where you learn that Ice King likes to kidnap all the princesses, right? So I would say that the full arts are still a chase card. Brooks Bellinger says, 1 shiny star V. 1 shiny star. You got it. Can you still buy off Craigslist? Mister, you should ask yourself, would you buy a cold case pack, even for the half? No, they will not sell. Yeah, but again, when it comes to like stuff like this is selling quite well. And in fact, I sold a couple of these Adventure Time full arts already. And then when it comes to like Sneaker Bunko, people will still buy for like a lewd full art. They don't care if they don't get the signature. They'll still go after a lewd full art. And each set kind of has that to a certain degree. Like, yes, the chase card is the signature, but the full arts kind of are good supporting cards. I realize I have to buy a case of Mr. Weiss online so I can get those hits. People who play the game still buy packs to get the RRs. Some of them are $15 cards. I have opened roughly 100 cases of Weiss. Promise to sim. So, so I guess the final question is, what should the percentage difference between the cost on the packs be? You know what I mean? That's the real question. What should the percentage difference between them be? Should a cold box cost half the price now? And actually, that's really tough on me for calculating my profits, because if I have to reduce the cost of a box down to half because you pulled the signature out in the first box, well, then the whole box sells for considerably less money for me. Whereas on a box where you pull it out at the very end, that's better for me. So now I'm gambling. Here we are. A cold box will cost what you want it to be. 25% swing, 30% off. I mean, I guess you could argue, like, if you average out my sales, maybe some boxes are the signatures pulled last, maybe some boxes the signatures pulled first, and in the long run that evens out or something like that. Adjustable rate prices. Mr. How many evolution slabs? Could you do battle boosters? Good question. Yeah, I'm not sure. The other problem, I think, is the price differentiation might actually tell people, it might end up just being a flag for people who prefer to search and just go, oh, I'm not touching that. That's cold. You know what I mean? Right now, you don't know what's cold and what's not cold. That's the trick with the Weiss sets. Some people do because they're here every day watching, and they kind of get an idea of what's cold and what's not. But then there's people who don't know, but I feel like they end up just being sweepers if you're somebody who doesn't have the knowledge. Here's Clam Pearl. Ball Toy. Oh. Here we are. You should just throw all your rice packs in a box and mix it up. No, that doesn't work either, by the way. Here's Garuki. And Lapras. Try Battle Booster and I'll buy, mister. People just watching to get the cards. Even if the biggest card, SSP, gets pulled, there are still a couple of SPs left. That's not true for every set, though. I did notice, Dragon Maid's a perfect example. I did notice with Dragon Maid how deep everyone was willing to go, and then the moment that the SSP gets pulled, boom, not a single sale more. It's just dead. Just totally dead. Not a single sale anymore after that. So any other box you got remaining are just like bad boxes. And, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do about it. It's an interesting problem. What if there was a tax, actually, when you bought packs? Well, I don't know. What if there was a tax where you always had to buy one box of my choice? Well, yeah, no. Why not switch up every stream? I know it would take a while to sell out, but keep them guessing. Get rid of it. What's the worst Sword and Shield set, and why is it Rebel Clash? I made a large purchase on eBay, 2K worth of cards, and the seller posted I didn't even pay yet. How do I fix this? What? I wouldn't make them higher. So what I mean by a tax, let's say you want to buy into a case where you think there might be a signature. Well, unfortunately for you, in order to do that, you also have to buy a pack of my choice of Weiss. So you get one pack and another pack together always. And this is a way to, well, yeah, no, I don't know. That's just a weird idea I had. Brooks Bellinger, let's grab your box. I watched someone snipe the secret rare from an EV Heroes box. That box sat there for weeks before someone unknowingly bought it. Brooks Bellinger. Mystery Weiss packs. Here we go. Switch Weiss sets every stream. No, I don't think that would work either. Because you're assuming people don't just make notes or keep track of things. You know what I mean? You don't change the prices on Pokies. I do change them every now and then. We have Zachary Mahaney. He says, store credit for the $60 Red Eyes and 20 of it towards live custom. Oh, you got it, Zachary. Okay. Mr. Sounding like the government. All right, Zachary, you have 96 here. Mr. and his rules to only benefit him. That's not true. We want to make it as fair as possible for everybody. Searching, I think, is a serious issue. And yeah, I'm just noticing that you end up with these cold boxes that the noobs end up cleaning out the cold boxes. That's the truth. I don't know if I like that. It seems to kind of work. I think your thought of averaging out is correct. Some cases you will be good, in some cases you will lost, but it will average out. So here's Zachary with Kokobo. If I decide to ship my bag and I have a paid slab with you, would you slab ship with it? Yes. Yes, that's exactly how it works. All right, Zachary, that is a cold live custom. Austin Welch. 4 more sneaker bunkos for Austin Welch. I don't have an addiction. You got it, Austin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here it is. All right. Austin Welch. Pokey communism. Let's see. Oh my God. Boop. He says sneaker, right? Here we are. I would avoid saying case fresh. Can you just do pre-orders for live stream? That pack art is lewd. Yeah, I think you're right. Dude, we should grade some booster packs of Sneaker Bunko. All right. All right. It would seem I am the noob clearing out your cold Japanese boxes. No, no, that's not true. All right, let's see. I think with the Pokemon booster boxes, it's way harder to snipe. Way, way harder. That is a guy getting his nip licked, okay? Just to be clear. Because it looks like it could be something else. I think this one's one of my favorites, the doggy one. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Well, these are both kind of lewd. All right, very nice, man. Austin Welch. Austin. You got it, Austin. Austin AU. It's going to be over here. Mister, what's the hardest drug you would do? Sex. Sex is one hell of a drug. Put the dot in the live customs. Okay. Okay, and now we have an order from Leo Hader. Those were a little cold. Let's try again. 2 EV Heroes. Here we are. 1 Space Juggler. Okay, 1 Space Juggler. 1 Time Gazer. Okay, 1 Time Gazer. All right. Anthony, 4th 13-hour day this week. Can we schedule a 20-minute call or something? I want to know all my thoughts on it. I couldn't do a call, but you could tell me over Discord. Here we are, cold. Here's Togi Kiss. Here's Raichu. My wife is my 20-minute call. I see her for like 20 minutes. Does Mr. like the afternoon or night better? I don't have a preference. Although I have to say I'm more awake in the daytime. So, okay, so I'll say the daytime. Leo. Mr. is phone shy. I'm not phone shy. That's not true. We're right here talking. Got any Pokemon Japanese Sky Legend packs? Fizz, you finally become a man. I'm happy for you. I'm time shy. We got Piss It Ouch, and he says, hey, Mister, can I get the PSA 10 Pikachu? Yeah, heck yeah, man. What a name. Okay. Wait, PSA 10 Pikachu and Zekrom card. Hold on, wait, what? There's no PSA 10 Pikachu Zekrom for $45. There's a 9 for $36. Now I'm confused. I think he just meant to say Pikachu, right? He says that and a Pokebra. Hold on. No, wait, that doesn't even add up. Oh, I have some store credit. Oh, okay, hold on. There we go. I get it now. It's all adding up. All right, so this is still for sale. And we're looking for Pikachu Zekrom. Oops. That's a 9. Maybe shuffle the boxes. That wouldn't really help. Like, shuffling the boxes could actually cause a really bad thing to occur where both, let's say there's 2 signatures and 2 cases. Let's say because of shuffling, both signatures actually get pulled right at the start. That would actually be very, very bad. So occasionally that would happen, right? That's how odds work. It would eventually happen. And that would be devastating. Devastation. Shuffling won't change anything. That's correct. Now I am looking for this card, the PSA 10 Pikachu Zekrom. It already sold, but I think I've got another one. Ah, man, you order the card that I've already sold. Just got to sell a box at a time. That doesn't really fix the problem either, to tell you the truth. Misty is naked with Goldeneye being the Switch. What? What is he talking about? I don't think I have another 9 of those, but I'm going to keep looking. Oh, I'm sorry. I do. Here we are. You're good. Don't disclose where one case ends and another case starts. That's currently what I do. I don't disclose when a new case has come out. And that has worked pretty well. Lots of signatures have been pulled by people who didn't expect to pull a signature. But it's not a perfect system. It's not a perfect system. I think one of the bigger problems is, especially when you add something new to the menu, people are just waiting for that to be added so that they can go search it. So that is a problem. Here we are. You should just tell me when all the Charizards are going to get pulled. Okay. All right. Very nice. Ooh. Oh, yeah. What was the price on this? I don't even remember. Let me look it up. PSA 10, SM 168. All this talk because I like Rent-A-Girlfriend. Oh, no, it's got nothing to do with that. It's not about you, Jeff. It's in general a problem I've experienced with this particular set. So the cheapest Pikachu Zekrom is $95. That's what we'll be selling it at. And you sent 45. So 70 and 45, what is that? 115. So you got 115. We're going to subtract 95 from that. That leaves you with exactly $20. I think that all works out. I will be getting that Gengar, though. Watch out, it's coming up. Really? Mister, who's searching boxes? Put a hit on them. Well, a lot of people do. A lot of people on this stream do. A lot of people seem to understand it. Okay, now he wants one Pokebrow. Here it goes. Are you still taking orders? I sure am. Oh, lovely. Beautiful. There's two of those Cardos cards, the Poliwag and the Poliwhirl. All right, beautiful. That's for Mr. Piss It Ouch. What a name. Patrick. Problem in general. I was even talking to John about it, and I'm just trying to think of a way to make it more fair. You know what I mean? Because I like fairness. That's my favorite thing, is fairness. Let's see. Are you on a little later today? How's Clue? I've enjoyed the Fates Collide openings from the viewers. It would be very easy if nobody actually knew what got pulled from any set. So that would make it easy. Pack Rib, Palatown, Peter. I love going deep in Hollow Live. I'd still buy more, but I have to budget. Mister, just open multiple cases and pick randomly. No, because if I do that, eventually, I'll just snipe out all of the... yeah, so that idea does not work. Because, again, eventually you're going to do this thing. Did you need a new bag? Piss it, ouch. I guess I'll get you a new bag. Do you kiss after you give top? I mean to actually accurately search boxes. Someone has to watch every second of every stream. That's deterrent enough, in my opinion. Mister, did you happen to notice Rudy talk about how Pokemon cards are the only cards that people want? Is that what he said? That's funny. Pokemon cards to the moon, dude. But I don't think that's 100% true. I don't agree with Rudy on that. I just think Pokemon cards are in a fantastic position. I've been saying that for a long time. The last 3 years, I've been saying Pokemon cards to the moon. There we go. All right, we're going to refresh, and we have an order for Anthony Deloa for a Battle Boost. He said MTG isn't selling at all compared to them. Yeah. Anthony Deloa. You just can't beat. You cannot beat Pokemon's combination of their anime, their video game, and their card game. It's a really powerful triple punch, right? You watch the anime, you play the video game, and then you delightfully open the cards. You just can't beat it. Magic the Gathering to the fucking trash can, dude. I did not like Magic when I opened it. Nothing against Rudy. I know he has a lot of Magic, and that's nothing against Magic the Gathering players. But the company itself, they need to get rid of whatever their woke ideology is and go make some good cards for a change. I also, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is really lovely looking. I gotta say, I like Yu-Gi-Oh! More than I like Digimon. Yu-Gi-Oh's got a special thing going on with their card design. Honestly, this could be a little bit better. The back of the card's kind of weird, but I like that the card is smaller, and they just feel like they got their own sort of like feeling going. Magic, I felt like I was opening some generic trash card from China. That's what it felt like. Did you see they dropped off a bunch of illegal immigrants in front of Kamala's home? She should take them in and take care of them. Rumor has it Rudy invented the Dorito Loco Taco. I'm not sold. The back of the Yugis look like my butthole. It won't change until Hasbro loses money. The back of the cards look better in the anime for some reason. All right. Well, I didn't watch the anime, so that's just my opinion as an outsider looking in. So sometimes it's good to get that sort of opinion that's not drawn by nostalgia, just a stranger's opinion who knows nothing about them. Sansan A says, I'll take 2 sneakers. You got it, Sansan. But I like their smaller design is very quirky. Very quirky. It helps them stand out as a card set. All right, here goes. Sansan A. Boobies sell, guys. After the big hits, keep the price the same and just off a discount for people buying a full case or 5 to 10 packs at a time. Have you looked into the Animal Crossing amiibo cards? All right, so the problem with having different prices, in my opinion, it's just going to make it easier to search them. So that is the other problem. It's just going to make it easier to search them. This is throwing shade today. I'm quirky. I listen to Billie Eilish and I'm depressed. Oh my God. Bro, dude. Holy. You know, somebody was trying to get a case of Sneaker Bunko and I turned him down because I said that price, I'm not a fan of that price. I might call him back up and be like, you know what? Let's just get this moved. Sneaker Bunko is just so sexy. Sometimes that's good. Random people do tend to give some of the best advices. Somebody who's outside of your organization can give you good advice as somebody having a first-time experience. You know what I mean? I mean, if someone buys a whole case, I don't think they are really searching. Mr. likes women. What if we only sold Weiss by the case? Like, it's like one big battle booster, and one person takes the entire case home. Wouldn't that be wild? All right, that's for Sansan A. What did we do with Sansan? Was he a guy with a case yet? His own box? Coeli is. Coeli's a guy with his own box. No, Sansan we started a new bag for, right? And he's kind of building up once again. Is that what happened? Here he is, yeah. Weiss, a whole case of it. How about you do a case list buy-in? I heard Sneaker Bunko is only grade 10 if someone drops their seed on it. Oh my God. Brandon Voorhees says 5 Lost Origins. Lost Origins are doing well. People like Lost Origins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 A Ghost of the Past. 2 Ghosts of the Past has been pretty popular as well. Ah, we only have 1? Yeah, okay, so hold on. Get a box here. SLAB-AWAY, a case of it. Good question. Energy. When 2 SPs have been pulled, sell per box instead of per pack. No, again, like, that would just be an indicator of what sets are cold. So, okay, so here's another feeling I have about it. You wouldn't want any indicator of what's hot and what's cold, because in my opinion, that will actually just increase the amount of searching that occurs. So I might not change anything. What I might do is I might reduce the number of Weiss sets on the channel, and we don't open a new Weiss set until the other one's done. Well, I don't know. Here we are. Best idea yet. I just sit here and tell everyone everything is hot all the time. That'll do it. All right. This is like card counting. Here's Snorlax. I got a great idea. Why not just stop selling Pokemon cards? Problem solved. The camera looks very pixelated. I'm sorry. Here's Mirage Gate. Are Weiss sets the only ones who get searched? No, I mean, people try to search everything. It's not easy to do. In fact, it's not perfectly easy to do with Weiss either, because you just never really know what's in Weiss. You never know. I'm sorry, you never know what other people have opened. But there is a problem when we need to introduce a new case a new set onto the menu. I notice that seems to get a lot of people really excited, and then what they do is they jump in and try to buy a bunch until they can tell that a hit has been pulled, and then they just jump out and they never come back. I do feel like that is a problem. I just don't know what to do about it. Can I search you, mister? Here we go. All right. You know, it's kind of Weiss's own fault. You know why? They don't have enough supporting pulls, you know? So some sets do have good supporting pulls. Like I was explaining Adventure Time. Adventure Time will keep selling even if the signature is pulled, because there's so many good full arts to pull. Some Weiss sets are really not like that. Nobody really wants them after the signatures are out. Brandon Voorhees. Brandon with the BR. All right, Brandon. Case break where you open up the case where all boxes are sold. Brandon Voorhees. Here. Mr. Brandon. Why does have so much better value than Pokemon? Hollows can be worth $20. Nice. I believe you, man. Yeah, I believe you. Here's Nicholas Richardson. 5 chilies. Here we are. Let's get these chili willies. All right, enough card talk. Let's get political, mister. How many of you guys come here to talk politics? I mean, stop getting them then. I mean, it is a problem where you're losing money. If not, why worry? I'm just thinking about it out loud. You sound more frustrated than I do. Mister, don't talk about this. Here we are. All right, here we are. A local card store, someone pulled a God Rare from DBZ in the first few packs. Word spread and they haven't sold any since. It's an interesting problem. We should talk about pit bulls. I come here to use my shark on. Politics ruin channels, except this one. That's funny. Economist is in the name. You mean this isn't a politics channel? I'm just a pokebread. Oh my God. Here goes. Nicholas Richardson. Cabrawler. Dude, I'm not frustrated. I'm just saying. Hiker, mister, I'm here to talk about that hiker friend of my wife. Gotta tell your wife. Gotta put your girlfriend, gotta put your foot down and say, sorry, but all your guy besties are no longer part of your life. They all gotta go. You gotta be toxic. Sometimes you gotta be toxic. All those guy friends, they're not your friends anymore. I'm your friend. I'm your one guy friend. You can have all the girlfriends you want. No guy friends. No, thank you. That's my personal opinion. I would not date a girl with guy friends. When I start dating a girl, that's the first thing I tell her is get rid of all your guy friends. Yeah, I'm talking to this guy. No, you're not. You're talking to me. And all those guys can go eat it. They're out of here. Eat my dirt. Eat my dust. Or whatever the term is. Eat my shorts. Nicholas Richardson. No more peepees in her life. That's right. I'm the only peepee. All the other peepees can get lost. I don't even want to see them on your Facebook page or whatever, right? That's controlling. Is Giga Chad Hiker still for sale? Mister, you're a commentate win. I do not even know what a commentate win is. Here we are. Hey, what's up, Rage Quit Bit? He says LCS most of the time search their Weiss cases. Why do you think they have 4 SPs and 1 SSP for sale? Oh, yeah, I tell people about that as well. It's ridiculous, dude. That ain't right. I feel like a lot of LCS do that kind of crap. Like, you go to buy a booster box or a booster pack of the latest set, Lost Origin, but then you see in their inventory that they got the part Giratina already for sale. How do you think they did that? Well, they went through their own inventory to pull the Giratina. What do you think happened after they pulled it? You think they opened the rest of the boxes from that case in order to check for a second Giratina? No, that's the pack that you're buying. You're buying the pack where the Giratina has already been pulled. You're buying the box from the case where the Giratina has already been pulled. And you don't know any better. So I'm not a big fan of that. I don't personally do that. I never would. I'm very aware of it. And it kind of disgusts me. So I'm a person where it's easy to get me feelings of disgust. That's the kind of person I am. I get angry easy. That's sad. Oh, I guarantee you it happens, though. It's making somebody money right now. All right, Nicholas. We're all done with that. We have an order from Zachary Mahaney. Pre-grade my bag and 1 more live custom store credit. You got it, Zachary. All right. So 1 live custom. Here it is. They do that all the time. Oh, there we go. Very nice. Good choice. 8 SM104A. So that suggests you got a double pull here. Okay. Mister gets angry easily. Yeah. Tangela and Solgalia. Righteous anger. I get a strong spell of the righteous anger really fast. Zachary Mahaney. There we go. Long Cheese Schlong. Has the battle booster gone off? Oh, guys, that battle booster is so close. It's like literally 2 spots away, I think. All right, Zachary. Did you see the Gap stock after Kanye left? Oh, no, I did not see that. You got Tangela, also known as God of Hente. All right. Let's look that up. I'm curious. Gap stock. Gap stock fell like 4%. Gap and Kanye West officially end their partnership, and then it falls 4%. Wow, dude. That's rough, man. So Gap is down 62% for the year. Wow. Gap is dying, man. How about 5-year? Yeah. Looks like they declined pretty hard in the past, actually. In April of 2020, Gap was down. Yeah, you can really tell that this company is struggling. You can see in like 1999, 2000, this company was super valuable. And then it was pretty valuable again. It looks like in around 2013, it was pretty valuable. And now it's like, it looks like it's entering a death roll is what it looks like almost. Awful. All right. That sucks, man. Well, they're selling something nobody wants. Who wants to go shopping at Gap these days? Like, you might as well just go to Walmart and buy Walmart clothing because they're the same. Gap is not that unique. Gap is like boring. If Gap didn't slap a huge Gap logo on their clothing, they'd be fine. They also refuse to let you choose your packs when you're buying booster packs. Oh, very fascinating. Gap isn't able to keep up with the modern trends as much. Malls are dead. Yeah, I agree. I agree with all that stuff, guys. All right, let's see. We got some people in the queue all of a sudden. Nelson Artiga says, one cold Astral. You got it, man. One cold Astral. I got a fanny pack down at the Gap. Mister can't be out here with slanted labels on his slabs. DeSantis bust illegal immigrants to Obama's neighborhood. Love my governor. Yeah, he was in the news for that. He did it very quietly, didn't he? He did it quietly. And he said he did it because that's what they're doing in Florida. They're busing in migrants from the border that they refuse to, I guess they refuse to close the border. And so they bust into Republican states. And I think Republicans are arguing that the concept of doing this is to flip that state eventually. Mr. My pre-grade. Zachary, I'm sorry. I'm so distracted, Zachary. Let's get this into Nelson Artiga's bag first, okay? Here we are, Nelson. They sent them to Martha's Vineyard. It's very fascinating that all they have to do is bust the migrants around, and that's actually making the news because that's what those states are already undergoing on a daily basis. They're just having a lot of people come in who don't live there, and now they just suddenly have to have resources for that. They just suddenly have to have housing for that, housing and food. Like, how's it supposed to work? And if it's enough people, it turns into sort of like chaos if you think about it. And point fingers at you and go, oh, well, you're a racist. That's why you won't fix the problem. You're a racist. Why don't you just figure it all out and give up all your money? And the moment they bust them around the country and go, here you go, you can have some of them. They're like, oh, we're having a crisis now. That's what they always say. They say, we're having a security crisis. The moment a small bus with some migrants, drops a migrant off in their neighborhood, they're like, this is a state of emergency. Right. It's like, bro, you got almost nothing. You didn't hardly get any of them. And it's a state of emergency for you? Crazy, dude. It has been very effective politically because it makes them all look like hypocrites because they're so fast to point the finger if you do not accept lots and lots of people into your state who you can't really afford, because you can't even afford Americans, let's be honest. A lot of Americans do not get the help that they need from the government, and somehow we're expected to absorb a lot of homeless people from another country. How can we do that? And there's people in our country right now who need help with their health care, and they can't get that help. That's a very basic need. Healthcare is a basic need. Shelter is a basic need. We got crazy homeless people in California. We got all these people who are dying from illness, and they can't get their healthcare needs met. The government can chuck trillions of dollars or billions of dollars over to Ukraine. Ukraine's not necessarily even our friend. They're just the enemy of our enemy. And then we can just absorb lots and lots of homeless people from other countries. I don't know, man. It just seems unfair to the American people to actually fund the government spending. Like, your parents pay for this. Your parents and you pay for it. How does it benefit you? And maybe that's a little bit of selfish thinking, but it's fair to think that way too. It's like, I feel like it's fair to ask that question. I love that Raikou, dude. Doesn't that look nice? Dude, that's beautiful. It's too bad it's a common card. I would grade that if it was rare. So this is off. Lumineon, Mewtwo, Granbull. I like this Gyarados. He does not look too bad. He's a little off-center, top to bottom. It's not selfish. Right. How selfish is it to ask your government to take care of your sick grandma? Like, hey, my grandma cannot pay to treat her cancer. She's dying in a battle with cancer. It's tragedy. But you money for all these other things. What? Why did we pay taxes all these years for you to go take care of somebody else? It's basically a betrayal of the people who paid those taxes. And if Americans had more of a spine, they stand up to it and say, we're not your tax slaves. You can't just take money from us our whole lives and then give it away to another country, which is what happens when you absorb a lot of homeless people from another country. It's no different than if you had simply shipped money over to that country to pay for the homeless people. There's no difference. So it's the same idea. And it should be something that the American people vote on rather than something that just occurs. But it just occurs. So I feel like it's too thick on the top. I feel like that would grade 9. All right, here's Haxorus. That's not going to do any good. You got a sexy girl card. You could grade this if you wanted to. It probably would grade well, by the way. Oh, this is lovely. All right, we got some white dots here. You know, if you can imagine it in reverse, imagine a bunch of Americans went to, let's say, Mexico or Honduras or wherever, and we came in there and said, all right, start paying for our stuff. We want you to pay for our kids to go to school. We want to have free health care and you pay for it. And we want housing too. It would seem like a really unfair deal for the people who paid all the taxes for those things. And imagine the Mexican government said, all right, yeah, well, we wouldn't want to be racist toward all the white people coming from America into Mexico. That would be racist of us. So we don't want to be racist. So they start paying for all this stuff. And, you know, I think there would be a lot of critics of that, actually. But the other way around, it seems like it's fine. Astral Kuribo, look at that. Time to clock in and put the shackle on. Forbidden Droplet. I heard this card's pretty expensive. It's a bit thin on the bottom compared to the top. Wow, I would say, Mr. Zachary Mahaney, this is a pretty rough bag. You might have already picked out most of the good stuff. Here's Mando Meets the Marshal. That's out of 50. Okay, so here's one card that actually seems kind of decent. But yes, this is a very polarizing subject. You know, some people see the humanity in taking care of others who are struggling to survive, and they want to come over and have the American dream. You guys know my stance on immigration is that anyone who believes in capitalism and believes in working hard for what they have in life, that would be your one card, man. I'd grade that one. I say don't wait to bring in the hardest workers. Don't wait to bring in the genius level workers. Just bring them all in. Why are you waiting? Just, you know, what's the point of the wait line? But also, I strongly believe in making sure we don't just absorb people who are a net loss to our tax system as well. But the funny thing is if you actually took that filter and applied it to the American people themselves, the American people would not like to be looked at that way, because many Americans are just kind of living off of the tea of the government and think that the government's there to provide for them. So, you know, I'm very pro-capitalism, pro-free market, and I like the idea of bringing all the smartest people in the country. Like tomorrow, let's bring them in yesterday. Why are we waiting to bring the smartest people in? And then after you bring in the smartest, the second you bring in is the hardest working. David Moray says, one Pokebra. You got it, David. Here we are. Let's see what we got. Mr. Speaks in paragraphs. Oh, yeah. I've had people on Discord. Sometimes we'll argue, and they'll be like, you're so obsessed. You say so much. I'm like, no, that's just how I talk. I just say a lot when I talk. David, you picked up Poliwrath. Wow, you must really care about this. You said so much. I'll be like, I wrote up this paragraph in a second, dude. This is just how I talk. I talk a lot. I have a lot to say. Well, when I care about something, I have something. I wish Mr. would go to hardwired connections so the quality would be consistent. I watch Mr. on mute. Hey! Here's David Morris. That's the best one. That's right. King Poliwrath. King Poliwrath approves. All right. David Moray. Mr. A hardcore version of Dave Ramsey. No, I don't fully agree with Dave Ramsey on everything. But, recently I used to really disagree with him on the concept of paying your home down and all that. But, I've started to understand it better now that the economy is sort of like in a down cycle. I feel like he takes a conservative approach, and the conservatism works when you're having like a crash. The conservatism doesn't work during periods of high growth. You're better taking on leverage just before the growth and leveraging as much money as you can into an asset. Then the asset grows faster than the cost of the interest on your mortgage payment. So if the economy is growing at 10% and your mortgage payment is 4%, why would you ever chuck your money towards your mortgage when you should be buying that, asset that's appreciating at 10%? Maybe it's the stock market. I don't know. But, if the stock market's actually growing at negative 5% and you're paying 5% interest on your home, you might as well just go pay off your home rather than buying stocks. So the stock market's kind of been doing that recently. And it seems like if you had simply paid down your home rather than buying stocks, you might have been in a better position financially, because now you're not paying that 5% interest on the loan because you're paying it down early. So a lot of people criticize Dave Ramsey. I think that the truth is, if you're a financial genius, you would know when to pay down your home, and you would know when to not pay down your home so that you can take on more stocks. It really depends on buying the thing that's about to make you the most money next. Mister, you got to be the only PokeTuber that's not afraid to be conservative out loud. How's Battle Booster going? How many spots left to fill? Also, how is the winner determined? I believe in a meritocracy, by the way, and my grandma's Filipino. So, my father, he looked very Filipino. He had brown skin, black hair, brown eyes. And then my mom was white, right? So it's kind of like a mixed family. And but I believe strongly in a meritocracy. A lot of people think that a meritocracy just translates into racism. It's not. It just means that, you want migrants who are really skilled. And if somebody's not really skilled, they're just going to take from your tax. Why should you be the one to absorb the world's homeless people? You're not a very competitive country if you believe it's your job to take on the world's homeless people. And that's true for all of Europe too, by the way. So I would say that to my friends in the UK. It's not your responsibility to save the whole world and have the whole world move into the UK. It's a big planet. It's a big planet with a lot of land. You can help other countries. Why is it your responsibility to save everyone who's having a bad economy? Each country should be responsible for its own homeless people, and each country should be improving their economy by making smart decisions like producing more goods and reducing waste. But they don't do that, and that's why there's a lot of corruption around the world. There's a lot of sadness and suffering, and people can't figure that stuff out. David Capistran, let's get you in the Battle Booster. David Capistran. Produce more Pokies, reduce packaging. Mr. for President. President of Pokistan. I'm already president. There we go. Ooh. One Fusion Strike. Ooh. We should recycle bulk. Actually, maybe. There's so much of it. I wish I had $1 million. Remember that song for the 90s, the If I Had $1 Million or whatever? Mr. for President of D's. Save the Earth, says Cheese. Here's Delcatium for Alligator. I'm sorry, David. Cold round. One of the strong attacks that the Democrats use over and over again is, if you don't believe in communism, if you don't believe in socialism, if you don't believe in wealth redistribution, if you don't believe that your country should absorb the world's homeless people, you must feel that way because you're a racist and you just don't like the skin color of the people coming in. That's their common attack, and it's not true. Even if it was poor, let's say I look white and it was white people coming in. Even if it was poor white people pouring in from another country, I'd be like, why are we absorbing all the world's homeless white people? That's not our job to do that. So I feel that their attack is, well, and it's probably truthful when it's actually somebody who is racist, and there probably are racist people out there who want no one to come in except for the right color, you know what I mean? David, are you up here? So it's not like, but that's the problem, because they apply that accusation to everybody. Here we are. They apply that accusation because it's very effective. It's like if instead of listening to your argument, your financial arguments, I just used labels on you. So let's say next time you have a liberal Democrat argument to make, I just call you a communist and a, what do they call the guys in Russia, the USSR guys? Something with the B. It's a word with the B. Oh, I can never remember the word. But, I call you a commie. I call you a bum. I call you a hippie. I call you all the names. I call you a thief, right? So just using labels to attack your opponent, I guess that works if your society's stupid enough to only see the labels and not see the underlying principles of the arguments being used. Connor James Flesher, he says 4 brilliant stars. Connor James, here we are. 2 lost origins. Here we are. So a great example of this. So here's an example of Republicans using a label on the Democrats. So the Republicans were calling Democrats groomers. Remember that? It was so much that I believe Twitter banned it, didn't they? Twitter or Reddit or one of those places banned the use of the word groomer. So they started, Republicans started calling everyone in the LGBTQ community groomers. Oh, you want drag queens to hang out with our kids? You must be a groomer. And that was not allowed on Reddit anymore. They said, you can't just use labels like that. Why not? That's exactly what the Democrat Party does to the Republicans. They just call everyone a racist or a sexist or a whatever. And that's just the name of the game these days, maybe because it works better on social media. Wow, look at this round. Holy moly. Alternative Arceus and a golden Urshifu in the same pack. Jesus. And look at the centering on this Arceus. Oh, man. Beautiful. Wow, that has a good chance for a 10. But actually, that looks wide on the left down here, and you can't see the right. Check the back. Oh, yeah, it's off center on the back. Oh, I don't know, man. So that's going to grade 9, I suspect. That is too off center on the back. I was so hyped for it when we showed it off at first. Here we go. So we got Vibrava. Here's Minfu. Well, the front of it looks so good. The front of the card looks so good, but that's because this corner is hidden. You can't see it. But I could see it with my little grater eyeballs. I was like, this is too fat. This shouldn't be so fat. So when I flipped it around, there it is. Look at the off-centering on this corner. You can see it, huh? Fat on the bottom, thin on the left. It's pretty close, though. You have to use a measuring stick. There we go. Maybe we should just put Biden in Mario Party Superstars. Mister, is I probably to send my bag of slabs with my store credit. Your store credit, I think you spent it all, right? Can you ban me, please, says Gil. Gil, we would never ban you. We like Gil. Gilberto. Would you grade that? This is what I call a borderline card. If you grade it, it might be a 9 or it might be a 10. Either way, somebody's going to be mad if it gets a 10, and you're going to be mad if it gets a 9. All right, Connor. They're going to be like, how is this a 10? Oh, TCC grading must be giving out 10s like it's free candy. Mister, will you move to Kansas if Missouri goes blue? No, I wouldn't do that. Missouri already is blue in St. Louis. There we go. St. Louis, which is the most dangerous part of the entire state. The most dangerous and dirty and gross place to live in the entire state, and it's Democrat. I don't know why it's always the case, but it seems to be the same way in every part of the country. The more run down and gross a place is, the more Democrat it is. Now, I'm not saying the Democrats caused that, but maybe as a result of it being so run down, it's everybody going, all right, here you go, government. I need your money now. Come on. Gotta get that government money. That's going to fix the problem here. If you just give me more of your cash, all the problems will be solved. Never solves a problem. Never. The only thing that solves a problem is industry. You need jobs. That always fixes the problem. So jobs solve the problem because it's like the fisherman. You give a man a fish, he eats for a day. You teach him how to fish, he eats forever. So it's the same way with poor areas. They need job security and safety because nobody will invest a company in that area if it's high crime. Why would you open up a company in a high crime area? So the number one step to improving your way of living in your Democrat city is all the crime has to go away. That's the very first step. Once the crime's gone, the investors come in. Then the investors say, we need workers. Workers got jobs. Everyone's all of a sudden, everyone's doing well. So that's how it goes. So crime chases out good people out of your city and brings in people who are poor because they can't find any jobs. They put all the family attractions in the worst parts of town in New Jersey. I'm a Del Taco worker. Oh, very nice, man. We love people who work fast food. I feel like my job's kind of like a fast food job, don't you think? My job's like a fast food job, except I get to talk to all you guys. Here we go. All right. Del Taco, A equal, bootleg Taco Bell. If jobs are the answer, why are people quietly quitting now? Well, here's another question for you. Why are people committing so much crime, just in general? And I would just say it's the fallen nature of man. We're like animals. That's what it is. We're like animals. Why do we commit murder, ever? Like, even one time. It's horrible when you think about it. How inhumane to commit murder on someone. How inhumane to rape someone. Why would anyone ever do it? You could just ask them for sex. You could be like, hey, have sex with me. I'm great. You know what I mean? You would never have to rape them. But it happens all the time. There's probably a certain number of rapes every day. You could probably do like a data analysis on it. Why is it happening? It's the fallen nature of man. We are just out of the wild. And we're very close to just being monkeys again. We're a bit smarter than the monkeys. We're self-aware. You know what I mean? But we're still hardwired like the monkeys. You know what I mean? Would I agree with the purge? No. I work at Tesla, and every week we get new hires and they quit right away because it's hard work there. I'm going to go ask my neighbor for sex. Thanks, TCC. That's a smart move, Cheese. Mr. Miami is nice, and that was built from cocaine. You're saying Miami was built from cocaine, huh? All right, let's see who's next. We got Matthew Fowler. He says, Evo Skies Battle Boosty. Here it is. Matthew, you made it in, Matthew. You have a 1 in 18 odds. So, yeah, if you want your city to be wealthy, the solution is not Democrat handouts. That will never solve the problem. The solution is to reduce crime to zero. Once crime is at zero, investors will want to buy parts of that area because the labor is cheap and the housing is cheap and the real estate market is cheap. So once crime reaches zero, the investors come in and everyone's quality of life goes up. You got lovely stores now. The value of your home rises. You got jobs available. Crime reduces the quality of the place that you're living in really quickly. All the smart and gentle people move right out. The moment crime is bad, anyone who doesn't want to be a victim of crime, they take all their money, because it's always who have the ability to move, and they move right on out. They go, we're out of here. So, or they create careful gated communities and you're not invited. All right, so let's see who's next. Alex Mandrici, 1 battle booster. Alex, all the smart and gentle people move right out. They say, see you later. Have fun being, shitheads to each other. I'm not going to be a victim of your crime because I'm smart enough to not be a victim of your crime. Ooh, Alex Mandrici. We're good. Here goes. Time for the battle booster. So this is for a box of Evolving Skies. I'd like to know what box you guys want to see next. You should have 16 on store credit. Okay. Sounds good, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'd rather make crime than solve crime. Gil's with a big brain. 200 IQ, Gil. No, I get that too. I mean, there's a lot of young and frustrated men. And frustration's really, it's energy. Frustration's energy to change something in your life. But often they take a negative pathway rather than a positive one. You can channel that energy into something positive, like slamming away at your work. Take that violent nature out on your work. Be violent at your work. Get your work done. Or you can just go steal from an old lady. Now that, in the short run, you get more money. In the long run, you lose. Your city becomes a worse place to live, and everyone who's smart moves out. So it requires longer-term thinking to understand why you don't want to do that from a financial point of view. And then there's also the humanitarian point of view, where you're supposed to be capable of understanding how you've hurt the victim. But, you know, criminals tend to not have that ability to be in the shoes of the victim. And very often I feel that that's because they're not that smart. Smart people are able to see from the eyes of another person and understand the suffering of the victim and feel sorry for them. But people who I think aren't very smart, I suspect they're not capable of doing that. It's a psych skill, isn't it, to be able to empathize with people. So people who are not very smart are not empathizing with others. All right, here goes. So I came from a really large family. I came from a really large family of 11 children. And I felt like my family was like a social experiment almost. 11 kids. And we were all in a little home. I slept in a room with 4 brothers and eventually 5 brothers in one room. You know what that's like? It's hell. And so I got to really experience a lot of different human interactions. I consider it like a skill I developed that the average person didn't get a chance to develop because they didn't live like I did in a crammed house with 13 people in it. And one of the things I learned is the brothers who were the most willing to hurt others were typically the brother who failed at math. He just wasn't good at it. He wasn't good at math. He wasn't good at any education, in fact. And he was just more likely to hurt others. And I kind of got it. He understood the world really well from his eyes, from what he saw and what he felt. He had no way to understand how I felt. He had no way to understand how his other siblings felt. And so, not the smartest brother, it was the dumbest brother. So that kind of taught me a lot when I was. Here we are. Can we get a number? Mister, this is why public school can be good. Ooh, Mister would be a money guy for a gang in another life. I'm in the Ozarks working for the drug cartel. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, there we go. All right, here goes. Good luck, everyone. Joel Morin on 1. Tanny Hamlin. Raul. Connor James. San A. Mike Side. Philip Webb. Christian Green. Adrian Ramos. Cheese, you got a shot. Nah, not cheese. 11 is Shiny Sandslash down here. Ah, that was a gift. 12 is Team Rocket Grunt. Oh, really? Team Rocket Grunt. It's looking like it might be you. We got to recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's Team Rocket Grunt. Team Rocket Grunt pulls the Evolving Skies booster box. What box would you guys like in there next? Oh, where'd the bag go? I need the bag for these. For both of these. Oh, here it is. Team Rocket Grunt says, no way. Do you want me to open it? Let me know if you want me to open it. You're allowed to sell it back to me for $160 because I'm always buying inventory. You're also allowed to have me ship it to you sealed if you want to toss me $16 for shipping. Of course, the audience loves to see it opened. There we go. Team Rocket Grunt. Fates Collide would be even more spots, so it'd be even larger. $16 free shipping. So crazy how this mindset would be considered conservative. I had that mindset, and I would have thought 6 years ago I was a liberal. Mr. Drives, you know, I call myself conservative because they tend to be in more alignment with my opinions. But the truth is, I'm a person. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm a person. And so I just like to think of myself as a rational person. I'm not religious, okay? I'm not a religious person. I don't make my decisions based off the Bible or anything like that. I just think a lot about what I think works best. That's it. So I just think about what's fair and I think about what's best. And, you know, what you want is a prosperous and a peaceful society. And you got to come up with a strategy and a plan for that. You know what I mean? Christian religion it's pretty clever. It's not that bad. Christian religion is clever because it already figured out many of the things like treat others with love, right? Don't do murder, right? Can I open a 2,000 pack and get the box as well? Not the box. The box has to go for sale. Yeah, but I can get you a pack. Like you said, you want a Topps pack? Oh, by the way, what was the next box you guys wanted? I forgot about this. So give me a minute. I know what you're talking about. Vintage product. Mr. is Lord of the Flies. So he is trading it in for a movie booster. Not a bad choice. A lot of these look like the holographic card grade 10. Gym Heroes, first edition. Roaring Skies, Neo Genesis. Actually, Gym Heroes doesn't sound like a bad idea. So the next round will be for Gym Heroes. Gym Heroes. 3. So this is going to be for 10 spots. I'm sorry. There's going to be 10 battle boosters. Here it is. 10 battle boosters for 3 spots in the Gym Hero pack break. That's the next battle booster. All right. Now, for Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. 3 spots in the pack break. That's right. Nobody bought a spot today, in fact. Probably because I forgot to talk about it. This is the Gym Heroes pack break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 people are already in. And this is to open up 3 packs of the Gym Heroes. We need a total of 33 spots. Oh, those liberals and their affordable healthcare. Well, everyone wants... it's not that the Republicans don't want people to receive healthcare. It's a matter of understanding what strategy is going to work best, you know? So they disagree with how it's done. They say socialism has never really made anyone wealthy. Socialism tends to reduce innovation and drive out investors. But investors tend to make things more productive, more efficient, and lots of innovations. But they're driven by profit. So you got to let them make a profit so that they go in and do their thing. Look at all the innovations we have today. All those medical innovations, they exist because someone wanted to make a profit. So the next time you go in for an x-ray or a scan in order to find like a tumor and save you from cancer, remember, somebody invented that for a profit. And that's hard to appreciate because everyone wants healthcare to be free because it's a life-saving product. I understand that, and I think that we should do our best to help everyone. So we want the battle boosters to say 1 in 10 now. There we go. All right, very good. We were looking up healthcare wait times in the UK, and they found that in the UK, where healthcare is, quote, free, times are longer than in the United States, and that people would die of cancer more likely in the UK than in the United States. Think about that for a minute. So if you live in the UK, your odds of dying of cancer go up because the government rations out the healthcare, and all the big innovations and the big companies want to be over here in the United States. So there's a trade-off. You're like, yes, my healthcare is cheaper, but also I'm more likely to die because they don't want to ration it out faster than they can afford it. All right, look at this. 2 treasures. Ooh, wow. Beautiful, man. We got wait times here in the United States, too. I can't, they're so long. I can't imagine how dangerous it would be to have a life-threatening terminal illness, cancer, and to sit there tapping your foot, watching the month or the months go by so that you can have your turn to have the surgery on the cancer. Like, that's just insane to me. Should be done like tomorrow, right? If you have a terminal disease that needs operating on right now, imagine being told, all right, now go wait in a line to have this done because there's too much. That's like, it's a death sentence is what it is. I would go home and cry. I'd be like, you're telling me I just can't have this, huh? I just have to go home and cry and wait my turn. Wait for this cancer to get to a new level of metastasizing or whatever the word is. Alex Mandrici, I got to sit there and wait for it to kill me so that you guys can eventually do your work on me because there's a wait time. It's kind of like mind-blowing, actually. Makes you realize how big of a problem it really is. My sister lives in the UK. She had to wait 5 months for an emergency root canal. Shows up out of nowhere. You used up all your money. Now help you out. They couldn't help you enough. Now you're in a tight spot. Yeah, so both systems have problems. I think a mixed... Did I miss the battle booster? I'm afraid you did. The battle booster for the Evolving Skies just ended. Wait, this isn't for Alexander Mandrici. This is for Team Rocket Grunt. I'm being a goof. Here we go. Alexander Mandrici, you ordered a battle booster. We have a fresh round. Here we go. Beautiful. What are your thoughts on breeding pigs for organs? If it works, it works. It sounds like a brilliant idea. Get some bacon in the meantime. What if we had a surplus of doctors and surgeons? Do you think that would affect the medical system? I don't know, maybe. Here we are, Alex Mandrici. We want to help people in the best way. Democrats think the best way is to just raise taxes and hand money out. California is paying fast food workers $22 an hour. Oh, what was that? Spunky sent me a whole message. I'll read it out loud, Spunky. I think it got what's the word? Blocked, like they wouldn't read it out loud. So Spunky Weirdo says, Evolving Skies, really want to know what was in the box. Kind of a letdown. Off topic, will you grade my dick pics for my wife? Gotta wait till my herpes stop flaring up. Thanks, Mr. Evolving Skies, again after the gym battle booster. Well, we're going to go ahead and do a round of the Gym Heroes because this will give people a chance to get 3 spots in the Gym Hero pack break for as little as $15 if you get picked. But yeah, we can do another Evolving Skies in the near future. Right, no matter how much you raise the minimum wage, they will never be able to afford things because the cost of a home just goes up too. The cost of the home just changes. It adapts to the rising prices. I've always tried to explain this to people. Your wealth is not your minimum wage. Your wealth is escaping minimum wage. You need to be paid a lot more than the minimum wage workers. But if everyone gets the same wage, then you're all equally poor forever. You could be paid $100 an hour together. You could be paid $1 an hour together. It doesn't make a difference. The cost of the house will just go up at $100 an hour, or it'll go down to $1 an hour. That's how prices are calculated. So it's about the difference in pay. If the minimum wage is $22 an hour, you need to be paid $66 an hour. That's what you need. So Colt Hicks says, 1 battle boosty. Colt Hicks, let's get you in there. Mister, I farted so hard that it hurt. Gross. What time is it? 6:48. No more orders, guys. No more orders. 25 on my SLAB-AWAY. You got it, man. Colt Hicks. Fun conversation. Let's see. You say how much? 25? So you're going to have 101.5 remaining. Minimum wage has gone down and housing has gone way up. The VA system is a great example of how not to take care of people. Bravest get treated like crap. Liza, my sugar mama, but she won't buy me Pokies. No, don't stop, says Gil. I'm sorry, Gil. Tony Reed, I would like to ship my bag. Tony Reed, you got it, Tony. It was nice of you to hang out with us, Tony. Oh, that's Tony DeVoy. Do you have a bag, Tony? Tobias, Trevor, Travis, Tom Morris. Okay. Tori, Tony Ball, Tony DeVoy. I don't see a Tony Reed bag. Did you have like a really large bag? Let me look you up, Tony Reed. I'll look you up in PayPal. I didn't know you had your own slab grade system. Yeah, we grade our own slabs here. Isn't that cool? This was a fun little stream, guys. I heard the other day when boomers gen were in their 30s, they own about 40% of the housing market. Yeah, well, what we're doing to ourselves as young people is we're creating a market that is actually worse than what our parents had. So we're making our lives harder. Paying off PSA 4 Japanese Charizard. Okay, so Tony definitely had that. It looks like Tony just had the Charizard then. All right, Tony, no problem. We're going to ship out that Charizard for you. Oklahoma is so different than California. I could have a laptop in Oklahoma and be really grateful for it and do a lot of stuff with it, but having it in California feels more like, yeah, I'm using it, but... What? What are you talking about? All right, give me a moment. Tony, we're using your address in your PayPal. So he paid off a Charizard. He doesn't have raw cards. He's got a slab to ship. Okay, let's hit the print button. There we go. If I mail in cards to be graded, but have a bag with you and ship them all at the same time, what's the shipping cost? Oh, so you're talking about having the return grading be just involved with your bag. When you mail cards in, you need to pay a separate shipping cost because they're probably going to be shipped separately. Where's $5 slabs at? Ah, we need to get the cheapest slabs to the front for you. But hold on, let me finish out this order. So Tony Reed's done. And now we have Hunter Tipton, 8 packs of One Piece. You got it, Hunter Tipton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2 of the Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls. The answer is yes. The sexy girl in it. I can't remember if I have a bag. If I do, it's small, says Hunter Tipton. Will you stream tonight? That's the plan. Yeah, we're going to stream again tonight for sure. Here we are. Sneep. Sneep. There we go. For sure. Will you visit me in jail? Yes. What's your best guess at what the anime is about? Dungeon. Oh, I don't know. Something with booby girls, obviously. What's the company for the $5 slab? What? Here we are. Here's a hollow. I actually have a PSA return. I need to take care of it. Justice for Fartzilla. Who else is watching Chiefs versus Chargers? Mister, why not have people pay for vendor roll at the end of every month? A mod could help with this now that the vendor bot doesn't work. Nah, we'll figure it out, man. We got to figure it out real soon, okay? First of all, for everyone who's already got a vendor roll, it's not a crisis. Their rolls, they've already got the roll. They got access to the channel, so they're good. What we need to do is create a new roll, and the other roll will need to be timed out after a month or two. That's what'll need to happen. Okay, here we are. This is for a Hunter Tipton. Oh. Oh, look at that. Very good, Hunter. A beautiful full art featuring the main characters. The story begins here. Belle and Hestia? Very nice, man. I would grade that one. I think a lot of people want the signature cards in these Swice sets, and they overlook that the full arts are actually pretty nice. Hey, that's the cover art. Yeah, I bet that's really good. California ain't even that hot anymore. Stop lying, says Ruben. So Hunter Tipton. Let's see, Hunter Tipton. Let's see. I think it doesn't matter what city you're talking about. It could be a city in Missouri. It could be a city in California. When there's too much crime, people will want out. They don't want to live there. And it's going to be rich people who move first. And that means they take all their wealth with them and they stop contributing to your local economy. They don't buy stuff anymore. They don't buy stuff. And if they're not buying stuff, then you don't have a need for workers either. So there's no workers selling stuff to the people with money. So the whole thing just collapsed. You have people with worse income, less jobs, and then they go, well, why don't I just steal to make up for my lack of income? Why don't I just commit a crime to make up for my lack of income? And yeah, so I do think that crime is a deterrent for your city to be a lovely place to live, which is kind of a no-brainer, but it's a lot worse than you think it is. It's really bad because it drives all the people who just want a comfortable and safe place to live. Hunter, we're getting you a new bag. I didn't see a bag for you, Hunter. Here we are. So Stimmy's when, mister? Like, here's a great example, guys. If you had a couple $1 million, would you feel like investing into Russia, Ukraine right now? Or would you feel like the result of the war might be that you might lose a lot of money? You might lose because Russia might take it, Ukraine might take it, or general poverty over there might result in your business getting destroyed. Here we are. The Hearth Homes, the city theme. Here it is, Hunter Tipton. So you wouldn't want to invest in a place like Ukraine or Russia right now. It's too dangerous. The same concept applies to any city. Zachary Mahaney, grab your stuff, Zachary. Oh, don't drop that. I was going to drop the pile of cards that got all the info on it. Kind of slid out of my hand there. So, Zach, looked like I might have thrown that card out too early, huh? So you said you had $16 left over. Zachary Mahaney. Zachary, you didn't spend that money? I thought you spent that money. Weird. Can you flash my slabs? I don't remember what I have. Zachary, I'll get you a label. Let's do it. Your slabs are not with me. Your slabs are in the shipping area, so I can't flash them, unfortunately. Print. There we go. Zachary Mahaney shipping out. Appreciate it, man. After Zachary, we have an order from Nick Weeg. 5 packs of One Piece for Nick Weeg. All right, guys, no more orders. I'm wrapping up for the day. It's basically 7. I'm only going to get about 3 hours to myself before I have to go right back to work. So, types of people on a daily basis. How can you really know what's really going on in the world in a way you know? What? I'm a type of person. Are you a type of person? You know who'd be a great mod? Z. Funny, man. You know what I really ought to do? I ought to just give John all my slabs and tell him to just get them priced up. And then he'll price them up in one go, and then we can rotate through them much faster rather than having me do it live. Here we are. Here's a hollow. Also, I was talking to John about maybe an interesting business venture where we create mystery boxes with slabs and booster packs in them, and then you can actually buy that from us and have us ship that out to you without being live. And it could even be like a monthly subscription where you just get a mystery box every, month or so, or week if you want it to be. All right, that's for Nick Weeg. So that was something I was thinking about. I think it could work. I'm listening, says Ruben. But yeah, so that could give John stuff to do, and it could increase my sales as well. And that's really what business needs to do to hire more people, is it needs higher sales. Do a pricing stream, a slabs live stream. Interesting. Thanks, Sergio. Okay, and that is... Oh, no, we got one more. Mario Quintana, 2 Bunko sneakers. 2 Bunko sneakers. Every time they send money to Ukraine, I think about all the veterans that could use that in programs. Right, so we have veterans here at home who are suffering, and we ration out how much help they get. But here's the thing. I think that the reason they send all that money to Ukraine is to send a strong message to China. Oh my God, that's the full art booby card. Man, there's too many boobies in here. Wow, Mario, that's a great pull. Let me bring it back into view without so many boobies on it. There it is. So that is the full art version of the booby card. Fantastic, man. I would definitely get that graded up. All right. There we go. It's art. It's just the human body, guys. Grow up. All right. And finally, boobies here. Boobies here. Wow, you're getting some pretty good packs now, man. All right. I'll pop this one in the front. But yeah, maybe just have John price up all the slabs, and then I don't have to do it anymore. And I can show off more slabs in the stream. There we go. It's all about money for them, mister. Trust me. Yeah, I agree. It's probably just about money. But on the other hand, it might be about making sure that Russia, China don't get too brave. They're like, hey, this is going well for us. Maybe we should do more. We can afford to do more. About money laundering. It might be a money laundering scheme. You never know. Well, and I don't think it's a money laundering scheme, but here's what I do think it is. I think that a lot of the times political families are invested in, the weapons making companies. And so giving the weapon making companies a job is how you make your money. So like if you're giving the money to Ukraine so Ukraine can come back and buy weapons from you, and you're invested in the weapons company, well, then you're making profits. So you just kind of, you're indirectly paying yourself. Does that make sense? All right, guys, no more orders. I had a fun stream. Exactly 2 hours is up. Awesome. Another daytime stream done. You guys have a nice day. I'll see you later.